All right, fourth graders, I'm back. This time we are talking about timelines. So today I'm going to talk about how you can make a timeline of your company's history. Now, this is like a bonus text feature because it's going to take a lot of time. And I don't want you to not make it because you're worried like, oh, I just want to be done and this is going to take a lot of time. I would love for you to do this and to really put the time in because I think it'll be well worth it when you see that up there on your poster and you can tell people who come and look that you made that completely from scratch. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to do a little bit more research. And I don't want you to not do it because you have to do more research. It will be worth it in the end, I promise. So what I did is I went back to my background in history and I just have a new section of notes that I have for my timeline. So what I did is I just went to my Wikipedia page and I skimmed for dates. Now, there are going to be a ton of dates. You only want to pick the most important dates. So don't just go and get all the dates because then that's going to be overwhelming to whoever's looking at your poster and they're not going to want to read. You probably want between 5 and 7 dates or important events on your timeline. So you can see that I have pulled out some important, and I only have 4 right now, but that's because I wanted to make this video, so I will go back and finish my research later, okay? Or I have 5, I guess. So you can see that I've put them in order from beginning to end. So the first thing is 1993 because that's when the company is founded. You should for sure have that one on there, and you probably already have that information, okay? And then you have 1998, another thing in 1998, which I thought was interesting. The first restaurant outside of Colorado opened in Kansas City, Missouri. How cool is that? So I'm going to put that on my timeline, and then I have 2014, 2015, 2017. Okay, so I'm going to then go to my optional text features. I'm just going to click down below, and I'm going to insert a Google drawing. Now, this drawing is going to contain everything I need for my text feature. So I'm going to click on Word Art, and I'm going to make a title. I'm just going to put Timeline of Chipotle's History. I'm going to put that up at the very top. Okay. And I'm going to make it red. I'm going to use that same font that I used for my other one because I think it'd be cool if I kept all my font the same. Okay. And then I'll put that there. Now I'm going to get a line because we know that a timeline is primarily a line. Now once you get that line, you're going to be able to drag it and make it nice and long, and you can make it a little bit thicker too if you want. Okay, so there's my line. Okay, now on the top, I'm peeking over. This is our timeline that we made last year with the students, so I'm using it as a guide. Okay, at the top you're going to do your date. Okay, so I'm going to get a text box and I'm going to put my first date, 1993. And I'm going to go ahead and make that just how I want it. I'm going to show you this is a trick of how to do this quicker. I'm going to use Oswald because I really like how bold that is. I'm going to make it just like that. And then now I have my date. Now I'm going to make a line, and see how those purple lines came up, which is really nice because then it helps to make my little line on my line graph, okay, or my timeline. Okay, so now I have 1993. Down below, I'm going to insert a text box, and I'm going to put Chipotle is founded. Now, I'm going to make this smaller, and I'm going to keep the Oswald font just to make it look nice. And I'm gonna, oh, I'll probably make it just a 12. Okay, now this is the trick. You ready? You can turn it so that it looks like that. Make this smaller. Fourth graders, look at that. How cool is that? So now I can see in 1993, Chipotle is founded. Okay, you could put more details if you wanted, like who it was founded by. Then I'm going to click Save and Close, and you can see there's my timeline. So I'm going to go back up to Background and History, and I'm going to get my next 1998 McDonald's invests. Okay, so I'm going to go back down to my optional text features. I'm going to double click, and I'm going to teach you guys a little trick. Click on the 1993, copy it, paste it. Then you can put it right here, and all you have to do, you don't have to do all the formatting again. You just have to change the date. Same thing with the information. Just copy and paste it and move it right over. And you're going to do, instead of saying Chipotle is founded, you're going to say McDonald's, whatever your second fact is, invests in Chipotle. Okay, and then I need to come over here. I can click on my little line, copy it, then I can click here and paste it, and then drag it over. Okay, so you can see that now I have two things on my timeline. Let's see what else I need to show you. Oh, you could also add a picture if you wanted to. Okay, so if you wanted to add, maybe you wanted to add a picture like the McDonald's logo for that one. My class, your voices are off. I'm finishing up this video. Sorry, that's gonna be in the video. Okay, you can go to search, and you can search for McDonald's. And I want to grab that, select it. Now that's way too big. So you could come down here and just do a tiny picture, and you could get another line. And then that line would show that McDonald's invested in Chipotle. Okay. Then Maya. Okay, then you're going to go back up, press Save and Close. There's my timeline so far. You're going to go back up to History and find your next piece of information. Okay, now this is still 1998 for me, so I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to put those in the same spot. Okay, but I'm just going to keep going with each date, keep copying and pasting the information over so it all matches. So I'll copy and paste, I'll click on my date, I'll copy it, then I'll paste it, drag it over, change the date to whatever that last date was. I can't remember it right now. You copy the line, paste the line, drag it over, copy the text box, paste the text box, drag it over. Okay, and then you would change this to be whatever your other piece of information was. Okay? All right, so that is how you are going to make a timeline of your company's history. So you may go now and get started on that.